Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Love ya. And I've been watching this show called My Mister, which I found because I'd heard so much about K-dramas, Korean dramas, and I never watched one entirely. Of course, everyone knows about um, Squid Games, which I was the first to recognize. I'm pretty good at recognizing if a show is going to be good just from the trailer. Um, and so as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is going to be good. And I was correct. The other show that's really good that I remember thinking that about was Louis, which is a show by the comedian Louis C.K., which sadly no one streams anymore because he had a incident, let's say, if you don't know about that. Anyway, back to the point. South Korea, famous for these K-dramas, Korean series. And so I looked up, I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to try to find the best one. What's the best one? And I looked on reviews from real people, not just like, here's the list of the best ones by some sort of, blog or that's not really, where they just find popular shows and throw them in a list or something. From actual people, it seemed that many people on Reddit, which is sometimes a great website, sometimes terrible, many of them said that this show was their favorite and was the best one, so I checked it out. Get to the point, Caleb. Okay. I'm at the 8th episode now. I was going to talk about this earlier, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's like about halfway, maybe just before halfway through the season, the whole thing. I think there's like 18 episodes, which is weird because I feel like I'm not sure how they can extend it. It seems, that's one thing I would say about the show. Sometimes it seems a little slow. It seems a little dragged out. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but that's a little mark against it. I would say it's a little too unrealistic for my liking. It seems that they'll just show like a street, and then the two main characters or some of the main characters will just happen to be crossing at the same point. It's like, really? Come on. Now, there are a lot of instances where one of the main characters, a girl, runs into the main character, a guy, because she is, well, I don't want to give it away, but she basically can tell where he is. But apart from that, there is a lot of instances where they just happen to run into each other when it's like, all right, I'm pretty sure it's based in Seoul, Korea, and I know it's a pretty big place, and even if they live in the same neighborhood, I still feel like it's quite rare for that to happen, constantly be running into each other. And it's not just the main two. The other characters happen to bump into each other, or the main character and like a smaller character, and it happens to work with the writing. It happens to work dramatically well with the show, coincidentally. So I feel like that pulls me out of it a little bit. But anyway, let's get to the positives, shall we? I think probably the greatest thing about this show is that it seems to be philosophically quite good, generally. And the main character seems to